Let me introduce myself. My name is Meranti Peto from class C. Here I will explain material about psycholinguistic. So, what is psycholinguistic? Psycholinguistic studies the psychological factors that enable humans to acquire, use, and understand language. According to the Indonesian dictionary, psycholinguistic is the science of the relationship between language and human behavior and mind, an interdisciplinary field combining linguistics, and psychology. There are two definitions of psycholinguistic according to experts. Number one, Hartley. According to Hartley, psycholinguistic is the science that discusses the relationship between language and the brain in processing and communication speech and in language acquisition. Number two, Eamon Beck. According to Eamon Beck, psycholinguistics is the science that studies how speakers actually form and construct or understand sentences. From this definition, it can be concluded that psycholinguistics is the science that studies the mental process humans go through to use language. Next, branches of psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics has become a very broad, complex, and rapidly developing field, giving rise to several subdisciplines. Among them are: Number one, theoretical psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline discusses language theories related to human mental process in language use, including phonetic design, word choice design, syntax design, discourse design, and intonation design. Number two, developmental psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline deals with language acquisition process, both first language and second language acquisition. It examines the acquisition of phonology, semantics, and syntax in a gradual, staged, and integrated manner. Number three, social psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline considers the social aspects of language. For a community, language is not only a social phenomenon and identity, but also an emotional and spiritual both that difficult to leave behind. Number four, educational psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline examines general educational aspects within formal schooling, such as the role of language in teaching reading, language skills, interaction, and knowledge related to enhancing language abilities to improve the capacity to express thought and feelings. Number five, neurological psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline examines the relationship between language, speech, and the human brain. Neurologicals have analyzed the biological structure of the brain and identified parts of its structure. However, one question remains unanswered: what happens with language input, and how is language output programmed and formatted in the brain? Number six, experimental psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline involves including experiments on all aspects of language and speech on one side, and on language behavior and its effect on the other. Number seven, applied psycholinguistics. This subdiscipline relates to applying findings from the six subdisciplines above to specific fields that require them, such as psychology, linguistics, speech and comprehension, language learning, neurology, communication, and literature. I think that's all from me. Thank you.